This one will certainly go down in the doll books. Hi everyone, welcome back or welcome to my channel. I'm Cole at Kitschy Flower, and in today's video we're working on something truly special, a restoration of an original German Bild Lilli doll. Now, this isn't just any doll, she is truly a piece of pop culture history, the one and only to inspire Barbie, in fact. Now, as you can see, we're just giving her a little bit of an overview, seeing what we need to work on. Now, I will say this doll is overall in pretty nice shape, though she is missing a snap on her shirt, / some discoloration on it, and a little bit of grime on her. Nothing too horrible, I will say. Sometimes you find these dolls and they're just in horrific shape, so I'm pretty pleased about her. Now we can see she has a little bit of speckling of dust and debris on her, which I think should clean up pretty well, / future Cole recording this video right now, it cleans up pretty nice. So excited to show everyone. We're going to do a gentle restyle of her kiss curl / signature ponytail, not undoing her original style, just really enhancing what was already there. The key is with this doll, we want to do as minimal work to her as we possibly can. Now, this is my official first Bild Lilli doll. I have many clones in my collection, but I am so over the moon to work on her. Found at an estate sale of all places. Starting off wearing some gloves, we're going to gently remove Lily's clothing. Now, these pieces of clothing can be very fragile, so we are really showing some extra caution when removing. Honestly, this doll in general is very fragile, so really just trying to take it slow. Now, these pants I do take some time on just because these dolls actually have a molded on high heel, and you don't want to yank these pants off and potentially rip the heel off. Plus, these dolls, at least the earlier ones, were all hand painted on their bodies, so really just wanting to make sure we don't scratch her up in any way, shape, or form. So gentle. Now, once we do have her fully undressed, we can do a more thorough surface inspection on her, which I was pleasantly surprised. There really wasn't any major damage under her clothing. All I'm seeing is really just that light speckling along her forearm and hand, mostly. And then there was a very slight amount of speckling along her calves and along her feet, really just where the clothing wasn't touching. Other than that, she has a gorgeous face, a little bit of rub in her eyeliner, which we will mend in a little bit, but oh my gosh, just breathtaking. So as we have her clothing removed, her trousers are in great shape. We don't need to do too much to those, but I will say her top has a little bit more wear and tear to it. I do want to point out there are two small holes, one being in the sleeve and another one being along the side seam. These will need to be handled extra delicately to avoid any further damage. Doll geek coming out here. I think it's really cool to know that in the inner brim of the snap, it's actually going to be marked PRYM, which hopefully you can kind of see here in that zoom up shot, which actually was a well-known manufacturer of sewing and fastening supplies. Now, I think it's pretty cool to know that the same snaps were used in the 7.5 and the 11.5 version of the dolls. Another indicator is a lot of times the snaps will actually be the same coloring of the shirt, so these are painted white. Again, really fun little facts of Lily, but you can definitely see that discoloration. So let's go ahead using some distilled water and some gentle washing solution. We're going to go ahead and give these a hand wash. Now I will say, very gentle, there it is again. Really just letting them soak. I will say this shirt was a little bit stubborn, so I did throw in a little bit of OxyClean. I did watch it. I did not walk away from it, really just making sure it didn't go bad. Next part is actually cleaning the doll herself, and to clean her body I just use a lightly dampened cotton round with some distilled water. Nothing too harsh. A cotton round definitely can help get through the little nooks and crevices on her hands, around the back of her ears, and around her feet. It is important to note to never soak a vintage lily in water. The earlier 1950s versions, like this one for instance, have a fully painted body. Again, too much moisture could damage the paint and even lower the doll's value. So just note, as soon as I go in with the moist cotton round, I am going in immediately with a dry one to remove any remaining moisture. No water should sit on the surface for too long. The next portion is the facial cleaning and makeup caution. When it comes to her face, I'm especially cautious. No pressure whatsoever, and I avoid the painted features entirely with the moistened towel / cotton round. Her original makeup is hand painted and can come off easily, so the goal is gentle surface cleaning only. And as we examined earlier, she was missing a little bit of that eyeliner, so after the surface clean, I am going in with a fine brush with a small amount of archival safe paint. I carefully retouch only where the paint is missing. Next comes her hair, and of course no Lily is fully complete without her signature kiss curl. Using a Q-tip, I gently rolled the front section of her hair back into place. The little bang brings so much personality back into her, flirty, fashionable, and unmistakably Lily. Fun little note about the kiss curl is back in the 1950s, it was such a fashion staple, inspired by movie stars of the era, and Lily with her side glance sass fits right into the glamorous Hollywood look. To finish her hair, I use a gentle poly brush to smooth out any flyaways at the base of the ponytail, and then tie a thin vinyl ribbon around, just like her original styling. It's a small touch, but it really pulls everything together. And here she is, restored, refreshed, and ready to turn heads again. From a dusty display piece to a true collectible centerpiece, this Bild Lilli has certainly gotten her spark back, and I enjoyed every moment of her process. If you enjoyed this restoration journey, give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more vintage doll makeovers / whatever I can fix up in the meantime. Whether it's Barbie, Lily, or something even stranger, there's always a story waiting to be restored. And again, thanks everyone so much for watching. This true pop culture icon, again, the one and only to inspire Ruth Handler for their creation of Barbie. Again, sound off in the comments if you have one in your own collection, or multiple, or if this just so happens to be the first time you're seeing / hearing about her. I would simply love to know. And until the next one, bye for now.